Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. This is another chaotic start. I am desperately, frantically trying to make it to this baby group. It's like a musical baby group and there's cars! Is that nice? Your hand? Yeah. We have finished at the baby group and this weather, this is giving me autumn vibes. We're like a ground rat. It's raining. We're standing underneath this like massive tree and the baby group was so chaotic. So I managed to get there before I was like late or anything. So I was actually early because I like ran there and then you babies were just running, grabbing the toys out the bag because it's kind of a musical lesson. And so they were just like grabbing the stuffed animals out, grabbing the toys. There were so many kids there today as well that you're supposed to sit in a circle, but I was basically like running after him the whole time. He also kept going up to this dad who had, the age difference in the groups are mad. So this one is from newborn to age 3, which I feel is such a huge gap. So there's some babies that are obviously like laying on the floor, and then there's ones like you who are running about, and then there's 3-year-olds there as well. So it was such a weird mix. And yeah, my hair, it took longer to walk to the group than it did to actually be in the group, but I do quite like that group. I went to that exact same group when I lived in Bristol, so I think, oh my god, it's just raining harder and harder, and I just heard thunder. It was chaotic, that's just the summary. But I do like musical baby groups as opposed to like story times when they sit down and get a book read to them. Like, I think the musical ones for a toddler, they seem to prefer them because they've got a little rattle and then they've got toys that they like sing the songs with and stuff. So I feel he prefers that. But I just spent the whole time like chasing him around, and all the mums, like none of us were sitting in the circle, we were all just chasing our children around frantically. And I think it's because there were so many kids at the group this time that everyone was just like, they were more excited because there were more children. Bear loved it. He absolutely adored it. So I've been to this group before, and this is the same group that when I lived in Bristol, I went to the same like franchise, and I liked it there as well. So we will be going like back, but oh, my scarf is soaking wet. This tree is massive though. Still raining. We're still here just waiting for the rain to pass a little bit so that we can go on. But it was a good group. It's good for the kids, but because the kids were like running, and because now they're toddlers, because I've been to this when he was a baby, your baby's just kind of laying there, so you can chat to the other mums and chat like, what was your birth like and stuff like that, and gossip. Whereas you can't now that they're toddlers, because they're running around, you're up after them running, and all the groups have kind of like actions like shake the maraca and hit the xylophone, and so you're trying to make them do those things. So it's not as social as maybe it was before when he was a little bit younger. So I was chatting to like one of the mums, but we couldn't really chat. With a toddler it is manic, chaotic, a mess, to be honest. You can hear like how hard the rain is. It's like full on autumn. Have we skipped summer? I'm not complaining, I like autumn, it's my favourite. It's like torrential rain. Is that funny? No! Go, no! Look at all the petals. No! It has battered all our roses. Has this happened? We are home and I just looked at myself. How has that happened? What has happened here? Oh my god. So it's raining so, but what? Why has it done this to me? Oh, yes. I'm using a sachet. These are really good. If you like Costa coffee, these sachets, creamy cappuccino is just a sachet. You just add hot water to it, mix it. It's got a really nice froth on top, and then I just sprinkle on top, acting like I'm a barista. Chocolate dusting. This is dinner. We've got M&S salmon en croûte, we've got asparagus, we've got broccoli, mushrooms and potatoes with cheese. Dom made this. Have you got the same? And Dom's got the same there. Good morning. I'm just preparing breakfast. So I'm going to have an avocado bagel on one side and then a cream cheese bagel on the other. I'm just making it here. And in the morning, the only thing Bear will eat is fruit. So I'm going to gather together all the fruit that we've got. I think we've got blueberries and dates as well, and then put them in his bowl for him. Helping me unload the dishwasher. That is it. Such a good boy. Can I have this plastic cup? Thank you so much. I'm gonna have one of these Costa Coffee creamy cappuccino in my Alice in Wonderland mug, which I love. The detail on this mug is just really gorgeous. We're all mad here. And then I've got salted caramel like syrup, and then chocolate sugar dusting. But if you get the skinny syrups from B&M, they come, this is in like a glass jar, but they come in a plastic bottle and they taste exactly the same as this, and they're 0 calories. Here's my breakfast. I got a banana, I got cream cheese on one side of the bagel, and then this is avocado, olive oil and black pepper, and I just put black pepper over this as well. Got my coffee. This is Little Bear's food. So he's got a banana. He's got 2 of these like medjool dates. They're really big. I'll show you. They're like huge. They're so nice. So he's got 2 of them chopped up so I could like take the pip out. And then loads of blueberries. And he won't eat all this in one go. Like, this is like a snack. It's a grazing board for him. What do they call it? Like charcuterie. Like, this is like baby fruit charcuterie. We're probably just going to play with his toys, so I thought I'd show you some of the toys. So this one is really good. I got it off Amazon. You just put it in there and then it rolls out, and he really likes that, and putting like cars in it and stuff. This is, the brand is Little Dutch, and it's a Noah's Ark, but I just use it to store everything. So loads of different little bits. So we've got like teething bits. That's another teether. These keys. And then it came with all these wooden animals, which I think are quite cute. And then wooden animals from other sets he's got in here. Oh, these were from his little farm, like little barriers for the animals. And we got shapes, stars, more little animals. So this is the kind of like stuff that he likes to play with. And then over here I got him this puzzle, which you have to fit them into the holes. So the holes are all different sizes. So the big carrot we've actually lost, but like this one only fits in this hole. So it's like teaching them skills, and they're just really cute little things. And then you can take the top off and it's different games. So when you take this off, the next one when he gets a bit older is coins. And then it's like these really thin sticks that it can kind of like grow with them, the toy. And his drink is just water in his little beaker. That's it. That's it. You got it off. Where are you going to put the frog? There you go. Oh, it's very sticky, isn't it? Oh, thank you. You're going to pat him down. Thank you. Where are you putting this one? There you go. Oh. Oh, dear, she's been decapitated. Where's he going? Oh, very nice. Pat him down. And where's Hello Kitty going? Where do you want her? Oh, she's so sticky. Oh, she's over the frog. Pat, 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 pat. Here is my new laptop stickers designed by my little baby bear. Lovely. Out of his bowl of fruit, he just ate the dates out. He just strategically took the dates out of the whole thing. So he's had 2 dates. He hasn't touched the banana. He hasn't touched the blueberries, which, to be fair, the dates are the best bit. Let's just be honest. Like, you can have banana, you can have blueberries, or you can have like 2 big juicy dates. I would pick the dates as well. So to be fair, they are like the sweetest thing out the whole bowl. I'm going to do some quick mum makeup. So I'm just going to take my makeup off from yesterday because I didn't take it off properly. I have this like, you know, pen eyeliner. I got it from the Body Shop. It's really good, but it kind of stains your eyelid. So you have to really kind of get it off. I didn't get it off yesterday because I was lazy and like really tired. And I'm just going to do very light, kind of minimal makeup today. But I went to the baby group yesterday, got caught in the rain, and then I don't think I filmed much after that. And then I've just filmed our like morning this morning, what we got up to. But I don't really see the point of baby groups. I'm sorry. I know like with modern motherhood you're supposed to always take them to a baby group and they're socialising and they're learning musical skills. They're really not. They're running around. They're not really talking to each other much because there's obviously someone in the group leading the class, and so they're like trying to interact with the woman who's leading the class and trying to talk to her while she's trying to get them to sit down and just shake the maraca at the right time. It's very chaotic, and I just feel the play park is better. I just much prefer that. If there's another kid there, my son will just run up to that other child, start playing with them, and that's it. He's very social. Where there was a child at the baby group and I was like, oh my god, it's me. My son went up to this little boy and the boy was a bit older than my son because the age range is huge. So the age range for this one, I thought it was one like newborn to 3, and it's not. It's newborn to 5. Like a newborn baby. So the whole thing is chaotic, and the other baby groups I've been to are exactly the same. So you're supposed to sit in a circle like quietly, and then you put your babies on like a mat, or if you've got a toddler, your toddler's supposed to sit in front of you, and then the instructor will give you different props. So for different musical things, like they had maracas, a xylophone, and then different stuffed toys that they would have to make the musical sound of that animal, musical sound, you know, the sound of the animal. I'm just going to put on like a bit of like sparkly shade just to make my eyes look a little bit more alive. But they give you the different things, but obviously toddlers like don't really sit still and listen to you like that. So all the toddlers are running around, so you as a mum are like up down, trying to run after your toddler, get them back in the circle, get them back where they're supposed to be. And there was a child who was really shy and would have been me at the group, and my son went up to him and like put his arm on his shoulder and was trying to talk to him, but you know, like baby babble, and the boy was like backing away, and then he was on his mum's lap and he was like almost like snuggling more into her, and she was like, it's okay, he's talking to you, he's fine, and he was like really trying to snuggle away. And I was thinking, oh my god, this would be if I met my son, if me and my son were the same age, which obviously why is that, what a weird statement to make. If me and my son were the same age, but you catch my drift, like if we were children at the same age, I would be that boy backing away from like this very loud, like confident social child. I was like, oh my god, this is like if we met when I was a child. It's just funny how different me and my son are. So the whole baby group thing, I really don't know who it's for, because I don't think the children necessarily love it. I think they'd prefer to be pushed on a swing at the park. But I feel as a mother, you feel, well, I've got to socialise my child, and my son isn't in any nursery. He won't be sent to nursery or anything. I'm a stay-at-home mum and I will be just staying at home. We've given up the shop now. I don't have the shop anymore since we've moved. Like, we were too far away to keep the shop and everything. So I'm just I'm a stay-at-home mum now, so I'm not going to put him in nursery. But I really don't care what people do with their kids. When people are like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, let me give advice, like, I'm not taking advice. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone else feel like that? Like, just in everything in general in life, where it's like, I'm pretty set on what I want to do. I've looked into it myself. Like, I'm not really looking, I'm not looking for advice. Like, can you say that to people? It's kind of rude. But I do, when people give me advice, I'm like, But I'm just thinking like, no, I'm not gonna, because people normally go, oh, it's good for their socialisation. Because in England, you can send them from like newborn into any kind of childcare. So like, it's good for their socialisation if you send them to nursery and these different like groups, or even like a creche situation. And I'm like, I just don't want to personally. That's just not personally what I'm going to do with my child. You do what you want with your child. I think people who homeschool are amazing. Will I homeschool? I have absolutely no idea, because I have a 1-year-old. Like, I love it when people who have like 1-year-olds like me are like, yes, let me tell you about the education system. It's like, you have nothing to do with it unless you're like a teacher or something. You really don't know till your child gets to the age where you can start like talking about those things. You know, when they have a baby and they act like they're an expert on children. They're like, oh, you have an unruly teenager, I will tell you how to deal with that teenager. And you've got a 1-year-old. Stop. You're so early on in your parent journey that it's just very patronising, I find, when people who have like babies give their like opinion on everything and what people should be doing. I think people should do whatever works for them and their family. That's it. I'm not really interested in other people's parenting or how they parent their kids. Like, I might have an opinion on various things, but I'm not that interested in it. It's like, I co-sleep with my son. Like, I don't care if you co-sleep with your child or not. I don't care if you let your baby sleep train, like when you let them cry and stuff like that. It's not my concern, because as your child, you've got to raise, you've got to, you know, that's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. But I feel so many people have like such a hard line when you tell them certain stuff, and you're like, oh, we co-sleep. They're like, oh, you want to get him in his own room. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to. Does he go to nursery? No. Oh, well, you want to get him socialising. Like, he's very naturally social. We go to the park, we leave the house. Like, he's socialising all the time with family that we see. Like, I don't feel we need to do all these other stuff, but I never offer people advice. And I find it so odd how people, not like my family are never like dictating anything to me or anything like that, but just other people who you don't really know that well, when they give you advice on things, I'm like, I'm always polite. I'm always like, but I want to have a sign around my neck that's like, I'm not open for advice. Having said, I'm not a judgmental mum. It's raining outside, that's why it's dark. Let me just see, does the lamp look better on? Yeah, a little bit. Having said, like, oh, you know, you raise your child how you want to raise your child, less gossip. So 2 incidences, give me your opinions on. The first up, someone who I don't know very well. I kind of found it funny. Like, I was a bit offended because I'm very sensitive, but now I'm not as like offended. I don't know them, they're not a family member of mine. I kind of see them like a few times, like a handful of times I've seen them, and he said to me, try not to have a cesarean this time, Hannah, okay? And I was like, excuse me? Like, it was almost as if like I took that as an easy option and I did it like, try not to this time. Try to get yourself together a bit more this time than you did last time. I was a bit like, excuse me? I was more upset at the time, but now I'm kind of like, oh, like I hardly see this person, who cares? But it was just such an odd comment, like for someone to comment. Like, imagine if I said to someone, try not to have a natural birth this time. It's very messy. Try not to, like, you just wouldn't say it the other way around. It's just such an odd comment people make after you have a cesarean. It's bizarre. And another one is, I was talking to this mum and we were just talking, and she said her child had made something and it was out of like rubbish, she said. And then she showed me a picture and she said, oh, she had such a fit that I was going to throw this away. And it was obviously like obviously to the child it was like a castle, but when she showed me the picture, it was bits of cardboard that had been sellotaped together and then paper cups put on top to kind of make it look like a castle, you know, like turrets. I was doing that in like last year. If you watched my like Halloween videos, I literally made a Halloween house out of toilet paper, which I still have and love, and can't wait till my son's a bit older so I can make it. So she was like, oh, I obviously had to throw it away because it's just like rubbish. It was just recycling things. And so I took a picture of her with it, and that seemed to work, that she was okay because she was a bit upset that it was going to be thrown away. I would have kept it forever. Like, I would have cherished that house. My son makes me anything like that, a cardboard castle house, like, even if it doesn't look great, I would cherish. It would live in my home for the rest of my life. Is that just me? Am I just a hoarder with like kids' crafts? To me are just so beautiful that I would just keep them for the end of time. Like that castle thing, I'd be like, let's paint it, let's decorate it. And then as he grows up, he could like put his little handprints on it as he grows up. So it'd be all different size handprints. And oh my gosh, my house is just gonna be full of rubbish, full of recycling that he has taped together and gone like, Mum, here's a castle, here's a car, you know, like they're so imaginative with different stuff. I would never throw it away. I was just like, Yeah, you can't keep everything, can you? And whilst in my head thinking, I am going to be keeping everything he ever makes me. Or is that mum wiser than me? Like, am I just being foolish? And I just know, like, I'm too sentimental. I would never be able to get rid of that thing at all. It would live in my home forever. And then when I'm like an old lady, I'd still pull it out and be like, do you remember when you made this cardboard castle thing when you were a child? And he'd be like, throw it out. Probably when I die, all the like crafts that he's made me, he would just throw in a skip and be like, I'm not keeping this rubbish. But to me, it would just be so sentimental. Like, it's not even like, oh, I've got to keep it so I can hand it down to him one day, because he may not care at all about any of those things. But I was just there like, yeah, you can't keep everything. I was in my head knowing I'm 100% keeping everything. I have all these stickers that I saved from when I was a child, but I don't really know what I was saving them for. I don't know why I kept them, and I like cut round them. I've got this one with cats, got a bat, you've got Disney princesses, and so we're just gonna, I've got a skeleton, just gonna stick this on my laptop, let him like stick them all down if he wants. Got a cute little cat one. Do you want to put that down somewhere? There we go, the other way. Nearly.
Lola.
Yeah! Lola. It's not Lola, no, it's another cat.
Lola.
I have to get some stickers of Lola. You've got this little spooky bat. Where do you want to put that? Oh, perfect. We've got a... There you go, do you want to take it? Sleeping Beauty. Thank you. Looks very beautiful, doesn't it? All the stickers. Yeah. Dawn got me some flowers, so I'm going to try and put them in this champagne bucket, but I don't know if it's too big. It's like huge, but I only have one other vase, which is this one, and it has these dried flowers in it. So I'm going to see if the flowers will look good in this or if it's going to look hideous. What it looks like. I actually think it looks quite nice. I can't really see it properly. Let me move it over to its own little like section there. I think that looks cute in there. I think it's nice. And then it had in it a little I appreciate you. My parents are here, they're always here, they've come to stay, they have their own like room, just a room next door to ours, and they're going to be looking after Bear, and then I'm going now to my hospital appointment. And I think it's just a waste of time, this one, because the baby's showing slightly bigger, they give you like a consultation, and someone who's basically might say to you like, oh, we'd recommend you have a cesarean or a natural birth, you know, and talk you through it. But they only have one scan, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but because when I started the pregnancy, I was living in Bristol. Now I've moved to another hospital trust because I moved house. They don't have any of my records from Bristol, so they said because they're on a different computer system, we can't access any of your records, and I can't access any of my records. So it's as if none of that stuff, all the scans I've had, everything, it's as if like it doesn't exist. And so she needs 2 scans to compare, and I've only done 1 scan at the new hospital. So I know, and that's what I said last time, I said, well, you won't have 2 scans to compare, and she was like, I'll book you in anyway. So I know as soon as I go to this appointment, she's going to say, you don't have 2 scans to compare, so I can't say if the baby's like growing at a normal rate or like growing like very quickly. I can't say. So I just feel this is going to be such a useless hospital appointment, but my parents are going to look after Bear, so we're going to go out for something to eat, me and Dom, afterwards, which will be nice. And I'm just going to trust whatever, you know, the consultant says. Like, they wanted to see me for this appointment, so I'll just go along. But I know she's only got 1 scan, so hopefully that'll be enough for her to give her opinion. gonna make Dom take some maternity pictures of me because I'm wearing this dress that I got from Maternity that I really like. And so I'm thinking in the bottom of the garden with the roses around me, something like that. We will see. We don't have very good luck, me and Dom, of like taking pictures of each other. Get my feet in. You don't need to get my feet in. I was just saying how my feet in.
they weren't, but when you mentioned
Should I
it.
turn more? Can you see me in it?
I can see, yes. Yeah,
But just me and the roses.
Well,
I'll get immersed. Stand back a bit more, do you think?
well, it's already quite a wide shot.
You saying I'm wide? Like more in the bush? Maybe? The maternity shoot in the garden did not go well. I will discuss that in a minute, but the clips that you saw before, I went to the hospital and the consultant said this could have been a phone call. I'm sorry, I didn't hack the system and arrange this appointment. She said this could have been a phone call, Hannah. I don't really need to see you in person. It's just you've had a cesarean before, so we're just like talking about the epidural now. I didn't. You can't arrange like on the NHS, like say, oh, I'm going to book myself an appointment with a consultant. I didn't want anything about the epidural. I didn't even know that was an issue, the epidural. I don't know what you're talking about. So that was a useless appointment. Let's not dwell on it. We then went to a pub and had a gorgeous burger. You know when you have like a really good burger? Because I'm pregnant, I asked for it well done, and sometimes burgers that are well done, like they just don't taste good. But that tasted so good. That was really good. Now onto the maternity shoot that we have just had in the garden. My face is obscured by plants. I'm going to put up the pictures. There is one good picture where I'm squinting at the sun. I think I was just about to blink. And in every picture, I'm just about to blink. A rose in the face. I'm being obscured by a rose in the face. I thought, because Dom looked like he was moving in the garden. So when you're like posing and you're moving, and then the person who's taking the picture is moving, you obviously think that it's going to be clearer, but he wasn't actually moving. He was like moving his body but not moving the camera, so the camera was staying still, but I was like posing all over the place. And so there's another one where I can't even see my face. I can't even see my face, and then in all the other pictures my eyes are closed because he's managed to take the picture when I'm blinking, because he couldn't see the screen of the phone that he was taking the pictures on, because the sun was shining in his face. It was disastrous. I was so confident. I felt great in my dress. I did my hair and makeup. I was like, these photos are going to be amazing. I don't know why people hire photographers. I was like, we can do this in the garden. We can do it, Dom. We can't. Pray for me that I will get at least one good maternity picture whilst I'm still pregnant. I'm going to end this vlog here and then just carry on filming. So tell me if you are enjoying these vlogs, comment down below. Feel free to subscribe, like, do all of that. And I've been really enjoying filming the vlogs. So tell me what you think of them, or what things you would like to see in the vlogs. Let me know. And I will end this here, and I will see you again soon for another video.